Good morning. Welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm Mark Bradberry. Why don't you grab a cup and join me this morning? Hey, I want to share with you a personal story, a story from a long, long time ago. In a sea of 60,000 cheering baseball fans, my little boy was lost. Now, it was a beautiful, beautiful summer day. Several of us dads and our sons had decided to go to Arlington Stadium to watch the Texas Rangers play. And, I had my two little ones in tow, little guys at that time. Now, Texas Stadium at that time, it was an architectural beauty, and it harkened back to the roots of baseball. But it had all the modern amenities, of course. So we got to our seats, the cheap seats out in left field, right? Now my boys, being 5 and 3 at the time, they weren't particularly interested in baseball. But I gotta tell you, the Cokes, the hot dogs, the cotton candy, the roasted peanuts, well, it was a feast for them. Well, before too long, my 5-year-old, Kevin, needed to go to the restroom. So we trudged up the bleachers together, leaving my 3-year-old, Corey, in the safe hands of the other dads. Or so I thought. Unknown to me, Corey followed us out into the concourse, confidently strolling right along behind me as only a 3-year-old could do, and I never knew it. And when Kevin and I returned to our seats, Corey was gone. Oh my. I panicked, and a total flood of emotions overwhelmed me. Corey was missing. He was alone. He was easy prey for a predator. He was separated from me, and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't protect him. My little boy was lost. Even now, that gives me chills to think about. Now, this is not the first time that a father has lost his children. Now, I have to wonder, how did God feel when Adam and Eve were separated from him because of their sin? They forever separated themselves and their descendants from God, the Father of all. Now, unlike me, God didn't panic. He didn't lose his cool. And but there is a similarity. To say he was heartbroken is probably an understatement. God's children were lost, and it was the Father's way to do something about it. He intended to save them himself. Now, Luke's gospel records the clear purpose of Jesus Christ when he stepped into the fabric of space and time. It says that he came to seek and to save that which was lost. Now, we were lost. We were separated from God because of our sin, but we were too ignorant of the enormity of that to even understand it, to comprehend it, and we were utterly powerless to do anything about it on our own. But as John wrote, God didn't send the Son into the world to condemn it, but to save the world through him. So back to my story. I left Kevin with my friends securely, and I rushed headlong back up the stairs, frantically looking back and forth across the throngs of people to try to see if I could find Corey. I was scared to death. And as I looked through the crowd, there he was, standing there just watching the hustle and bustle of the group, with that wonder that only a child could have. My heart was pounding. I had found my lost little boy. So I ran over and scooped him up, and I hugged him tight, and I whispered into his ear. I said, "I'm so glad I found you." And his little arms hugged me right back. Now, I'll leave it at that. Enjoy your coffee this morning. And I think I'll go give Corey a call. Take care.